All right, guys, here's a video for the second worksheet page I gave you. It also goes with those IXL, Q1, Q2, Q3. It's all about decomposing fractions. And decomposing, they just mean breaking it down into pieces. So here's an example for you. Step one, they want you to draw and shade the tape diagram. Here's a tape diagram of a given fraction, so 5, 6. They showed one whole. They cut it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is your denominator, and they colored in 5, which is your numerator. So there's your tape diagram. It says record the decomposition as a sum of unit fractions. So how did they break this down? Well, they had 5, 6, and they broke it down into 1, 6 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 6. Remember, when you're adding fractions, if you have that common denominator, in this case, they're all 6s. That stays the same, and all you have to do is add that numerator up, and 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 5. So there's one way to show the sum of unit fractions. Then they want you to do it 2 more ways. There's so many different ways you could do this. They chose to do 5, 6 as 2, 6 plus 2, 6 plus 1, 6, because 2 plus 2 is 1, plus 1 is 5. They also did 5, 6 is equivalent to 1, 6 plus 4, 6, because 4 plus 1 is 5. So many different ways you could have broken that down. We're going to do the same thing here for the 6 eighths. So all you have to do is show one whole and just simply make that rectangle. I'm going to cut it into eighths because that's the denominator. And my pieces are not perfect, but we're doing the best we can here. I need to shade in 6 of them because that's the numerator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 shaded in. So that's simple. That's step 1. That's the tape diagram. And then I simply just need to break that down. So if I want to write that down, I could write 6 eighths is equal to 1 eighth plus 1 eighth. And I would have to do that 6 times, which is going to lead us to multiplication of fractions, which you'll see is just as easy as adding fractions. Let's see how many I have here. Make sure I've got 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's one way to write it, and of course, there's lots of different ways I could write it. I could do 6 eighths is also the same as 3 eighths plus 3 eighths. Again, common denominator, just add those numerators. If I wanted to come up with 3 ways, I can easily do 6 eighths is equal to 5 eighths plus 1 more eighth. So many different ways you can do it.